So good morning. So today we will discuss about the hand instruments. Okay, so give me a second. So today's topic I'm going to discuss is hand instruments. Okay, so hand instruments in operative dentistry. So you all know that. So you are using the hand instruments now. So when you come to a second BDS, so what you have to do is you are starting with the exercises with the plaster models most of the time. So after this plaster model, then you come to your extracted tooth. So all of you must have finished extracted tooth, or somewhere some people maybe in between doing a extracted tooth. So what happens whenever you do a cavity preparations or any fillings or a carving, everything requires a hand instruments. So though whatever in dentistry, so how much your rotary instruments are important, same way hand instruments also important. So as a dentist, because as an artist or anybody who is working on any tools, they should know what exactly that tools it is. So it is very important to understand the design, the usage techniques, everything about that tool. That is utmost important. So that then once you understand that how to what exactly that tool is, what exactly that instrument is, how it is the important for us, everything, then it is easy to use. Okay, so this is what we are teaching in second video, so to understanding basic concept about the instruments and equipments you are using. Once you understand about the instruments and equipments which you are using, so it will be easy for you to same thing correlate when you go to a third videos. Okay, so today we will discuss not in detail, maybe in brief, about the hand instruments, okay, which is you are using. So I'm going to teach about in this. I'm not going to in detail about all of these parts. Okay, so any instruments which for us it is to we have to remove the tooth structure, because whenever there is a decayed tooth, so it is our responsibility to remove the tooth structure. And assortment of instruments are available to perform delicate procedures of operative dentistry. Okay, so it is our duty. We have to remove the tooth structure. You have to make a cavity preparation, and that cavity preparation is ready for a few further restorations. Long back, the because the you must have seen the evolution of man or a mankind. So they didn't had a sophisticated instruments, they had a huge instruments. You must have seen in movies and in you have read history there. They used to use big stones for cutting something. They used to had big axe. They didn't have a sharpness. They had a tough time. Everything had a it has evolved from a bigger. But nowadays you get so sophisticated instruments, and your work efficiency is improved. Same thing in dentistry. The instruments which used to be there long back were very bad. They're like this. It was huge, bulky, it was not sharp enough, so it is not very user friendly, all these things. Okay, then as a commercial manufacturing of hand instruments increased, then dentists began to express ideas about tooth preparation. It became apparent that some signs of scheme of identifying these instruments were necessary. Okay, so everything we in conservative dentistry, in operative dentistry, most of the credit goes to Dr. C.V. Black. He's the one who had done a lot of tooth structure, lot of investigations and everything. So he has the one who is the one person who had done a he is the one person who had done a lot of research for a uh, conservative. That is the reason he is called. You have seen that everywhere. You must have seen all the dentistry, all dentistry related, all conservative or operative dentistry related are done by the work, major work or a major share is given to uh, GV Black. Okay, so same thing. his classifications of hand instruments, his nomenclature, everything is given by him majorly. Material used, initially carbon steel was used. Okay, you can see here carbon steel. Okay, later stainless steel. Okay, now chromium. People had a chromium has been nickel chromium. They have been used. Okay, so it is carbon, nickel, chromium. That is all. Initially, it was, you should remember like this. So whenever you know that, so it was a, initially it was, there was carbon steel. Okay, then stainless steel. Okay, then there was chromium, carbon, and nickel was added. Okay, this is how about the instrument, the how it is. Okay, nowadays, so because of the chromium, addition of a chromium, what happens? So this the corrosion resistance has been done. Okay, got stuck. Okay, so then uh, then comes classifications. Okay, so classification wise, so what happens? It's a majorly it is cutting. It is according to the Studevant. Studevant had made, it's a cutting instruments. Okay, then he made it as a according to, we usually follow the classifications of Studevant. He has made like cutting instruments, and he had divided into two types: cutting and non-cutting. Remember this. Okay, so we are coming to a classifications where Studevant had classified according to the cutting instruments and non-cutting. Cutting instruments is what, which has a cutting edge, which has a sharp edge. So like excavators, chisels, and others. Non-cutting instruments are amalgam condensers, where which does not have a cutting instruments. You must have seen when you amalgam, when you condense. So what happens? Condenser, amalgam condensers has a very it doesn't have a cutting efficiency. It, what it does is, it has a striations. It condenses. Okay, mirrors are cutting. No. Explorers, are they have a cutting efficiency? No. Probes, they don't cut. Excavators, they cut, because excavators has a sharp edge, so you can scrape it out. Chisels, they cut. Okay, so this is how the division is: cutting and non-cutting. Okay, cutting cutting is like excavators, and non-cutting is amalgam. Okay, amalgam condensers. So excavators are like there are so many excavators: hatchets, hoe, angle former, spoon excavators. Okay, chisels have straight chisel, curved chisels, or a bilingual chisel, enamel hatchet, GMT. This all comes under chisel. Others are knives, files, scalers, carvers. This is all the cutting instruments. So cutting instruments again divided into three types: excavators, chisels, and others. You getting my point? Okay, cutting and non-cutting first. Cutting may excavators, chisels, and others. Non-cutting may will come to that non-cutting. So non-cutting is condensers, amalgam condensers, mirrors, explorers, and probes. It's clear? Okay, this is according to Stoddard. Okay. Another instrument is called according to Charbonneau. So this is also another very good classification. We should know, because in Viva the classifications of instruments is asked. Because in preclinical conservative is majorly for Viva. Because whatever I teach today, it will be there won't be any classes taken when you go to final year. Remember this. This is the class which is there for your second BDS as well as your final BDS. Okay, the in second BDS you don't have a theory paper, you have only the Viva. for a second preclinical conservative. Whereas in your final year, you have a theory paper. In theory paper, the questions may be asked about hand instruments, classifications of hand instruments. You cannot say it is not taught. It is taught in second BDS. It is understood that when you go to final year, so the questions, if they come, it is not out of syllabus. It is already taught in second BDS. That is the reason you should understand not only point of Viva, but also point in the to the point of exams, final exam, theory exams. So when the question is asked, either in Viva or in theory question paper, you should the classification is asked. So you should write like according to Stodavet or according to Charbino. So Charbino had classified like cutting instruments, condensing instruments, plastic instruments, finishing and polishing instruments, isolation instruments, miscellaneous instruments. Okay, cutting instruments, like as I told you, cutting hatchets, chisels, hoe, excavators, other. There is hand cutting instruments, and they're further cutting instruments further divided into two types: hand cutting using hand, that is hatchets, chisel, hoe, excavators. Rotary cutting instrument, that is burrs, stores, this where you are mounting the instrument on something else like motor. Okay, using hand only. Ultimately, you have to use for a rotary also you have to use, but not only hand. You have to just can't use take a burr. You can't just anybody ask anything? No. Okay. So when you use burrs, you can't hold a burr in your hand and do. Okay, can you do that? Anybody had done a cavity preparation holding a burr in the hand and did? No, right? So burrs is mounted on the motor and then used. That is why it's called as rotary, because where it rotates. So it rotates in a certain RPM, rotation per minute. Okay. Then condensing instruments, your hand plugger, mechanical plugger, means what your amalgam condensers. Plastic instruments where you mix it, like spatulas, carvers, burnishers, or cement carriers, all this thing comes under plastic. Remember this thing? Cutting, condensing, plastic. Cutting mein hand and rotary. And finishing and polishing, that is your finishing point, finishing strips, or polishing purpose. Finishing burrs, mountain brushes, this may be hand and rotary. Fifth one is isolation, means what? आप टूथ में कैविटी बनाते वक्त आपको it should not contaminated with the saliva, so you require something like rubber dam, where you can apply a rubber dam. It does not, saliva ejectors, means वो suction रहता है ना चेयर के बाजू में, saliva खींचता है. Cotton roll holders. Okay, then evacuating tip and equipments, all these things. And last one is miscellaneous, your mouth mirror, probe, scissor, pliers, everything comes under this. This is one of a very important classifications, more than Stodavet sometimes, and it has given complete detail about all the instruments which is used in operative dentistry or a conservative dentistry. 6 classifications they made, and this is one of a very good classification where everything is included. उसमें पूरा included नहीं था, उन्होंने just दो cutting और non cutting, simple था वो. Then third one is Marzuk. This is all the textbooks. Okay, Stodavet is a textbook, Charbino is a textbook, Marzuk is a textbook. This is all there in library. Okay, this is all the textbook. This textbook authors had given a different classifications. One is exploring or a diagnostic, isolating, hand cutting, restoring, carving, restoring and miscellaneous. This is what we arrange instruments in your. I must have given you a demo. Most of the people I had given a demo that how to arrange your instruments. Okay, how to in your table, how you are arranging instruments. I have shown all the instruments according to the use. This is exactly according to the Marzuk. This is the one, it is very practical. Okay, which we day-to-day life we arrange in your preclinicals or a clinical purpose. It's a simple thing, like how patient comes. So like I told you like that only. When the patient comes to your clinic, when the patient enters your operatory, so what you do is you just first you check it, like exploring or a diagnostic. How you check? Using mouth mirror, using explorer or probe. These explorer and probes are straight probe, right angle probe, R-shaped probe, interproximal. Okay. Then you have a tweezers. So you put a cotton or you check it, you rub it, you clean it. Okay. You have separators. You have cheek retractor. You are air syringe. This is all the things which is because tweezers for a cotton to place the cotton. Separator, you can't see a proximal side. You can just separate it and see. Cheek retracts, both cheek is coming in between. So you can retract the cheek and see. Air syringe, there are so many salivation or food particle is got stuck. Okay. So you use a air syringe and clean it out. Okay, this is for a exploring and a diagnostic instruments. And ho gaya, exploring or diagnostic is done. Then what you do is you do a isolation. You put a cotton roll, you place a rubber dam, you put a saliva ejector, you put a suction, everything, so that आपका so you can see the operative area. मतलब saliva को दूर करते हैं, उसको isolation बोलते हैं. Where tooth is made, saliva should not come into contact with the tooth, so that you are whatever you are measuring, measures you take, that is called as isolation. Remember this term. Isolation is what? What do you mean by isolation? आजकल तो बहुत सुनते हैं आप कोविड का, कोरोना, isolation. Isolation is what? Separation. Okay, आप लोग उधर से separate करते हो. In the sense, you are keeping one thing separate, so that doesn't come into contact with the others. Here, isolation is what? Tooth is isolated. Tooth is isolated from where? Tooth is isolated from tongue. Tooth is isolated from cheek. Tooth is isolated from saliva. Tooth is isolated from adjacent tooth. Okay, that is called as isolating the instruments. So what you use is, you can use cotton hold. Majorly, better is it's very good to use is rubber dam. That is the best isolation method. So rubber dam में क्या होता है? कुछ दूसरा कुछ भी दिखता ही नहीं है, single tooth दिखता है. Okay. Then third one is hand cutting instruments. So excavators, chisels, okay, special types of chisels or trimmers. Excavator में spoon excavator, cleoid, discoid, hatchet excavator, bow. Chisels में straight chisel, mono angle, biangle, triple angle. Special types of chisels में modified chisels, enamel hatchet or a gingival trimmer and an angle former. Okay. And अभी हो गया, cutting हो गया, अब एक्सप्लोरिंग हो गया, आइसोलेशन हो गया, देन कट किया आपने टूथ को. ओके, उसके बाद क्या करेंगे? कट करने के बाद रेस्टोरिंग. ओके, रेस्टोरिंग में क्या करेंगे? पहले सीमेंट करेंगे. सो मिक्सिंग इंस्ट्रूमेंट, सीमेंट स्पैचुला, अगेट स्पैचुला, सीमेंट कैरियर, सो सीमेंट को लेके जाना है. ओके, पैकिंग इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, बाद में अमालगम मिक्स करोगे, अमालगम कैरियर से लेके जाओगे, राउंड कंडेंसर और पैरेलल कंडेंसर से कंडेंस करोगे, बर्निश करोगे, बॉल बर्निशर और एग शेड बर्निशर और कोनिकल बर्निशर, बाद में उसको कारू करोगे. ओके, this is according to how it comes: cement mixing, cement carrier, amalgam mixing, amalgam carrier, amalgam condenser, amalgam burnisher, amalgam carrier, carving instruments. This is how it comes, like that only. Okay, last one is fifth one. There your matrices, retainer, scissors, all comes under miscellaneous. This is the classifications you should remember. Okay, again, for a example, when clinical point of view or a preclinical point of view or day-to-day practice, like you're exploring, your hand cutting. Third one is, what is the third one? Exploring, isolating, exploring, isolating, hand cutting, restoring, and miscellaneous. Okay, this is the. Then what is instruments part? Instrument has three parts. Okay, remember this. One part is handle or a shaft, where this is the part. Can you see this? This is called as handle or a shaft. Okay, this area. This entire is called as here. Okay, handle. And this is a shank. Shank is the area which connects handle to the blade. Okay, shank is the area which connects handle to the blade, or a working part or a cutting point. Okay, non-cutting instruments में, like probe, explorer में वगैरह, वो जो बीच में जगह रहते हैं ना, वो handle और उसको ये करते हैं. Cutting में handle, shank also same है. Okay, blade is divided into two parts. One is blade का part, other one is cutting edge. Okay, blade में blade रहता है ना, blade का आप blade देखा है, scissor blade अपना shaving blade में, or any blade has two parts. One is center part where it connects, it holds. Other one is the center part doesn't have a cutting efficiency. Cutting efficiency is only at the edge. So edge is called as cutting edge, which is the cutting part. But entire it is called as blade. You can't make only edge, right? So you'll have to have a blade. उसमें एक part रहेगा cutting edge. It cuts. Okay, this is all. So majorly this has three parts: handle, shank, blade. Okay. Who is talking? is talking. Okay. Then comes under okay. Then this comes like Somadev. Okay. Then comes so you understood cutting and a non-cutting. Okay, cutting and non-cutting. Okay, cutting has a handle, shank, and a blade. Non-cutting, or it's called as point or a face. Non-cutting has handle, shank, and a blade, but blade has one more part, cutting edge. Okay, so primary cutting edge is at end of the blade. The sides of the blade are usually beveled and is maybe used for a cutting. So shank joins the blade to the handle, as I told you, and it is angled to keep the working end of the blade 2 to 3 mm axis. So variety of hand config, padded handles, okay, rounded handles with the large diameters, handle with intermediate diameters. Okay, this is like this. Okay, shank designs. Can you see this design? Shank. So shank का design से दिखता है आपको mono angle. There is no angle. सीधा chisel आपका is that is mono angle. Bine angle. So slightly bent. Can you see this? Bent. Two angles, like one angle. Okay. Triple angle. 1, 2, and 3. So there are triple angle. Okay. And quaternary angle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And it can be a 5 angle also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this. So this is the angle. So more the angle, okay, more is like your, it will go to a difficult areas. Chisel आपको proximal side में नहीं डाल सकते, mesial distal में डालना मुश्किल है. It won't go because it's a single angle, mono angle. Bine angle आगे तो आपको scrape करने के लिए अगर use करते, this will go little difficult areas. This will go exactly wherever you want. Point में जाएगा. More, this is more angles and more efficiency. Okay, you understood about mono angle, bine angle, triple angle, quaternary angle of the shank. This is how. Okay, blade is a function line. It is connected to instruments by handle. Okay, so for a non-cutting instrument, the part of corresponding to the blade is called as nib. Remember this, nib. निब मतलब जो प्रोब का जो टिप रहता है ना, वो शार्प टिप रहता है, उसको निब बोलते हैं. पेंसिल का पेन का निब बोलते हैं ना आप. सो पेन में क्या रहता है? निब रहता है. निब इज द एरिया वेयर यू राइट, वेयर योर इंक कम्स आउट. Okay, that same here. Nib is the area, the point where you are using it. Okay, where you are probing it or you are touching it. At one point it touches. That is called as nib. Okay, entire working surface or the end of the nib is called as face. Remember this. It will be asked in Viva. What is nib? What is face? Face is the working surface of the end of the nib. Is called as face. Okay, so non-cutting, the parts corresponding to the blade is termed as nib. So nib has a point where it is the point, exact one point, that is called as face. So we'll understand about that. This is very important. Listen to me very carefully. I'm going to explain to you in a very slowly. I'll explain this. This is very important because many of you didn't understand the instrument formula. What exactly the instrument formula? I'll explain you listen carefully and understand. Okay. So initially, G.V. Black had given 3-unit instrument formula. Okay. Initially, it has been given as 3 unit. Only 3 units were there. First unit, second unit, and a third unit. First unit was width of the blade in tenths of a millimeter. Means what? जो blade रहता है ना, इधर blade है. Okay. So width of the blade in a tenth of a millimeter. Like what? I'll explain it. Okay. See, this is here. What is the width here? It is 1 millimeter, isn't it? Okay, 1 millimeter is the width. So in a tenth of a millimeter means what? It is 1 millimeter is equal to, you should tell in a tenth, like it's been told as 10. Okay, 1 millimeter is told as 10. Okay, and second unit's length of the blade. It is the actual length. Okay, that is 7. Okay, 7 millimeter. And third one is the angle of the blade angle of the blade forms with the axis of the handle. Okay, that is say this is a blade and this is a handle, right? That is a shank. Shank is the area where it connects the blade to the handle. Okay, blade to the cutting edge. This is this one. This is one angle, like it goes like this, and this is a blade. Okay, the connecting portion, this one. Shank छोड़ो, shank को ये नहीं करना है. So blade to the handle. This is a straight line. Okay, and this is the area or a blade. The angle formed by the length. Okay, like this, and with the blade. This angle is this angle. This angle is called as what? The angle of that is called a third unit. So you understood now? The first unit is width of the blade in tenth of a millimeter. Width of the blade in a tenth of a millimeter. Okay. Second unit is length of a blade in millimeter. Third one is angle of the blade with the axis of the handle in a centigrade. Angle of the blade with the axis of the handle in a centigrade. You remember this. First unit is what? Width of the blade in tenths of a millimeter. See, here number is the instrument formula is given. First unit is what? 1 mm का था ना width. मैंने क्या बोला? In tenths of a millimeter. मतलब क्या है? 1 के लिए बोलना है 10. Okay. If it is 2 होता, तो it will be 20. If it is 3 होता, it will be 30. If it is 4 होता, it will be 40. Okay. So that is why it's been told is sometimes instrument, the blade may be very, very small, maybe 0.5, maybe 0.2, 0.3, 0.1 mm, maybe. So इधर 0.1 लिखना मुश्किल है ना. So 0.1 होता तो क्या होता? First it is 1. 0.1 mm रहता, so the width is 0.1, then it would have been 10. 0.2 होता तो sorry 0.1 होता तो 1 होता इधर. 0.2 होता तो 2 होता. 0.3 होता तो 3 होता. 0.4 होता तो 4 होता. 0.9 होता तो 9 होता. 1 होने से 10 होगा. This is very important. Remember this. First, width of the blade in tenths. Second unit is length of the blade in millimeter. Length बड़ा रहता ना. Length इतना छोटा थोड़ी रहेगा. Blade पूरा बड़ा blade रहेगा. It is 7 mm. Okay. It is not in tenth. It is just 7 मतलब 7 Okay. There is nothing like 70 नहीं होगा वो. So it is, that's the reason, length of the blade in millimeter. That is 7. And the third one it is angle of the blade with the axis of the angle. So that is, it is a 14-degree angle like that. इसके साथ ये line और ये line इसके बीच में. Can you see this? This one. Okay, that is 14 degrees. So that is what 10, 7, 14. This is the instrument formula. 3 unit. It is given by G. Vidla. Now 4 unit instrument formula. 4 unit में एक चीज बड़ा हो गया. Okay. First unit same है. Width of the blade in a tenth of a millimeter. That is same. That is इधर 1.3 mm width है. So tenth of a millimeter मतलब 13 हो गया. समझे आपको? Very clear. Okay. 1.3 होता तो 13 होता. Second unit, angle of the cutting edge forms with the axis of the handle in a centigrade. मतलब इधर एक which is increased is second unit. What is increased here? First unit is same, third unit is same, fourth unit is same. The difference is third unit. Second unit. First unit is same, third unit is same, fourth unit is same. The difference added one is second unit. What is the second unit? What is added? Angle of the cutting edge forms with the axis of the handle in centigrade. ये तो पूरा cutting blade का angle किया ना हमने पहले, पूरा का पूरा. There is one more angle होता है, like cutting edge जो है ना, cutting edge ये जो वो भी handle के साथ angle बनाता है. मतलब इसके साथ angle of the cutting edge forms with the axis of the handle in a centigrade. Okay, ये जो angle है इसके साथ ये बनता है ना ये angle, that is called as second unit. Angle of the cutting edge है, remember this, angle of cutting edge forms with the axis of the handle in centigrade. Fourth unit is the angle of the blade. You understood the differences? The second unit is angle of cutting edge. Angle of cutting edge. Fourth unit is angle of blade. क्योंकि angle of the blade is with the handle, that is 14. So 30, this is 4-unit instruments formula usually seen in example for a 4-unit instrument formula is GMT. GMT में ही है, दूसरे इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स में मोस्ट ऑफ द कटिंग एज बेंड नहीं रहेगा तो फोर्थ यूनिट सेकंड यूनिट जीरो रहता है, होगा ही नहीं, देयर इज नो एंगल एट ऑल. Okay, so in GMT there are 4 units. So the example for 4-unit instrument formula is GMT, gingival marginal trimmer. So you remember this: first unit, width of the blade, that is same, width of the blade in tenths of millimeter. Second is angle of cutting edge. Okay, third unit is length of the blade in millimeter, like same. Fourth unit is angle of the blade, that is the same, angle of a blade from the axis of the handle. So 13 is 1.3 इसलिए 13 हो गया. सेकंड एंगल इज 95 डिग्री. हम लोग बोल रहे थे ना, मीजियल एंगल होगा तो अक्यूट रहेगा, डिस्टल होगा तो ऑब्ट्यूस रहेगा. सो 90 के अबोव रहेगा सेकंड एंगल, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज डिस्टल मार्जिनल ट्रिमर, डिस्टल साइड. इफ द एंगल सेकंड एंगल इज लेस देन 90 और अक्यूट एंगल रहेगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज mesial marginal trimmer, okay, mesial part of a GMT. Okay, then third one is length of the blade in, that is 8 mm. Okay, and the last one is 14 is the angle, last angle, that is the same like before. Is it clear to you all? समझा आपको? किसी को नहीं समझा? और एक बार बोलना है. समझा नहीं समझा बोलो. समझा ना? Yes, सुन रहे ना? Okay, so no answer means understood. Okay, somebody said yes, Simran. Okay, fine, good. So then I'll go ahead, huh? And this is how the measuring gauge. There are two measuring gauges: Bowley's gauge and centigrade gauge. This is, I'm not going to detail in this now, because as you come to a class, I'll discuss it all once again. I told yesterday to Muskan, so we'll discuss all these things whenever you come to class. Okay, I'll explain, because you have to see the instruments. Okay. Not mirror everything. This I've shown also, आपको दिखाया है. So now we'll go to hand instruments grasps. Okay, so there are grasp that is called as modified pen grasp. You have to hold like this. Okay, like a pen you are holding. Okay, inverted phone where you are holding ulta. Okay, inverted pen grasp. Okay, modified pen grasp, inverted pen grasp, and palm and thumb grasp. Okay, this is palm and thumb grasp is majorly for your polishing, finishing. आपका डेंचर वगैरह पॉलिश करते हैं ना, तभी लगेगा आपको. Okay, and modified palm and thumb grasp. Rest is what, where you are going to keep the finger. Okay, like opposite arch, like holding a, see this holding instruments, holding this here and holding a opposite arch. This is called as opposite arch. Cross arch, doing on other side, resting on other side. मतलब आप 4-4 में ट्रीटमेंट कर रहे हो, रेस्ट कर रहे हो 3-4 में, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज क्रॉस आर्च. 4-4 का ट्रीटमेंट चल रहा है, आप रेस्ट कर रहे हो 3-4 में. ऑपोजिट आर्च 2-2 में ट्रीटमेंट कर रहे हो, रेस्ट कर रहे हो 3-4 में. Okay, second quadrant treatment, third quadrant rest, that is opposite arch, maxillary to mandibular. Cross arch, mandibular to mandibular, mandibular ka left side, mandibular ka right side, maxillary ka left side. This is resting is very important. If you don't give a rest, you don't have a control over the instrument. Always you should give a rest, finger rest. Okay, and sometimes finger on finger. Can you see this? Finger is held with the instrument. You can hold, keep a rest on the finger. Okay, and you can rest on the chin, like palm up. Can you see the rest? Palm down, like resting on the nose, like palm down. Okay, it's all extraoral. So intraoral and extraoral. Okay, you can use guards, sharpening guards, sharp up knife वगैरह sharp करते हैं ना, उसके लिए use करते हैं. You can use arkanzone for a sharpening of the instruments. Silicon carbide, this is all for a sharpening. Okay, but usually हम लोग sharp नहीं करते. We will buy newer. Okay, So you have to sterilization कैसे करना है, clean करना है, corrosion control करना है, packing करना है. Okay, then sterilization. There are so many methods of doing a sterilization. Okay, drying करना है, cooling करने का. Okay, pre soak करना है, clean करना है, sterilization. So आप लोग करते ही नहीं है. Okay, you should clean it. You should autoclave it. All the instruments. Okay, you can keep it in the autoclave for sterilization. So we should use a dry heat. Okay, this is about the instruments. You understood majorly? Clear, all of you? Okay. So somebody asked me to repeat about the mesial and distal GMT. Mesial GMT has an acute angle, second angle, that is angle from the cutting edge to the handle with the, that is mesial towards us. So angle is small. Okay, that is acute. That is less than 90 degree. Okay, whereas distal is like cutting edge is away from us. I showed you like how you hold the instruments, and if you see cutting edge is away from, or a cutting edge makes the obtuse angle with the handle, because you're holding with the handle and seeing, right? It is going away means what? It is obtuse, more than 90. Okay, if it is towards you, matlab, it is less than 90. It is less than. So in a mesial GMT, the second instrument formula, second number is acute. In a distal GMT, the second number in an instrument formula is obtuse, more than 90. That is how, that is a mesial distal. It's clear? Okay. So next, we'll go to one more topic, matrices and wedges. Okay. So we'll go to matrices.